We going to
We'll
Washington.
get that little pothole fixed, that little giant, that little hole.
Good evening to each and every one of you all. Thank you for being here. A happy New Year to each and every one of you all and your family. I want to thank staff for being here tonight. I want to thank the commission for being here, and I want to thank those on live feed for being here tonight to join us on the meeting. Ms. Bryan, thank you for being here. Ms. Jayla, thank you for being here tonight. Madam Attorney, thank you for being here as well. We will start our workshop at this present time. Mr. Collins, you will be standing in for the clerk tonight. She's at a clerk conference, so he will be taking all the minutes tonight. At this present time, Mr. Collins, will call the roll, please.
Commissioner Pope. Present. Commissioner Barry.
Yes, Fred.
Vice Mayor McKelvin.
Present.
Mayor Cowles.
President, thank you, Mr. Collins. Thank you, Commissioner. We'll continue with our agenda item for tonight. And in reference to our discussion on all agenda items, we will have a roll call at 7 o'clock and a pledge of allegiance to the flag and a prayer to close the voting conflict, presentation of proclamation, opportunity for public to address the commission and consent agenda. At this present time, do we have any questions in reference to the consent agenda from this commission for approval of city minutes, December the 9th, commissioner meeting minutes, and approval of meeting agenda, January the 7th of 2025? Mr. Manager, do you have any addition to this agenda?
None, Mr. Mayor.
All right, thank you. Do any commissioner have any question reference to the consent agenda? Here none, we'll continue with our agenda for tonight. Resolution 01-2025. Mr. Collins, read for the record, please, sir.
Resolution 01-2025. A resolution of the City Commission of the City of South Bay, Florida, approving legislative priorities for the 2025 legislative session, provided for adoption of representation, provided for an effective date.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. City Manager Campbell.
The Mayor Commission, these are legislative priorities in the order as outlined. Priority 1 being the South Bay Rail Regional Commerce Park Development Epicenter at $875,000. Priority 2, Southwest 11th Avenue roadway, sidewalks, street lighting, reconstruction, estimated cost of $1.8 million. And the LEED certified resiliency hub and community center for $2.3 million. Those are the 3 legislative priorities being presented to the commission and will be presented to the legislators for this upcoming session following your consideration, discussion, and approval. Staff will be recommending the said resolution.
Thank you, City Manager Campbell. Any questions from this commission for Resolution 01-2025?
Okay,
Commissioner
Mr.
Barry.
Mayor, thank you. Manager, would you read those priorities again? Because they are not prioritized. That's just the way you're reading it.
No, they are in the prioritized.
Thank you. Would you read those again, just
Number
for
1,
clarity?
South Bay Rail Regional Commerce Park Development Epicenter, which you also know it as your Park of Commerce, for $875,000. Number 2, Southwest 11th Avenue roadway, sidewalk, street lighting reconstruction at an estimated cost of $1.8 million. And the LEED certified resiliency hub and community center at a cost of $2.3 million.
So, okay, have you worked this out with our, of course, Mr. Connors?
When you say work it out, we are
Have we
completing the
prepared?
forms, and yes, that is underway at the moment. Drafting of the legislative forms for submission, but that hasn't been done until it's considered and discussed tonight with the commission.
Okay, thank you, City Manager Campbell. Thank you, Commissioner Barry. In additional question from this commission is for Resolution 01-2025. Here none, we'll continue. Resolution 02-2025. Mr. Collins, read for the record, please.
Resolution number 02-2025. A resolution of the City Commission of the City of South Bay, Florida, ratifying an emergency purchase from DS Asphalt LLC for roadway asphalt repair, authorizing an emergency purchase agreement to be executed by the city manager, providing for adoption of representation, provided for an effective date.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. City Manager Campbell.
November 4th, 2024, city manager was notified that the vehicle had become immobile due to the significant trenches and dips on the roadway along Southwest 7th Avenue. November 4th, DS Asphalt submitted a quote in the amount of $28,300 to repair Southwest 7th Avenue, for which payment was made as attached Exhibit A. Staff is recommending approval of the emergency purchase of $28,300 to DS Asphalt.
Thank you, City Manager Campbell. Any question from this commission for Resolution 02-2025?
Yes, have the work already been completed, Mr. Manager?
Correct.
Thank you, sir.
Just one comment, Mr. Mayor, if I may.
Madam Attorney.
Yes, there is nothing behind Exhibit A, Mr. Manager, so.
I will make the update. I did receive the information from, I just did not, and
Got
that
it.
was a note I was just making when I started reading.
Thank
And
you.
the update the attorney is referencing, for all that's listening in, is the accurate quote with the accurate dates and a full scope of work provided. So that information is there. You will have that backup. I'm printing it now. You will have it prior to your meeting and your decision at 7 p.m. meeting.
All right, thank you, City Manager Campbell. Thank you, Madam Attorney. In addition, question from this commission for Resolution 02-2025.
Not that
Commissioner
resolution.
Berry.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, Commissioners, Mr. Manager. At the last commission meeting, please correct me if I am in error. The Audit Selection Committee update and the next step, because the proposal, the request for submissions, we did not receive any. And at the last commission meeting, maybe this is an addition, I asked that we follow up with the process to select an independent audit for the city. What is the next step? Because no request was submitted. No request. We did not receive, yes,
This is a question for me.
please.
Okay. You would do the process over again. It is a statutory process, and so you should probably do it again just to get it underway so that hopefully you may want to have an audit committee meeting to see whether any of the terms look more stringent than other terms or something that might have made people not apply. I mean, I just don't know, but you do have to do a process in order to have an auditor,
All right,
which is the statutory process.
thank you. May I add that to the agenda regarding the next step, or should we just defer to the committee?
Through the mayor, it would be a future agenda item if you were looking to talk about it or have some
Excellent.
action taken on it.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
All right, thank you, Madam Attorney. Thank you, Commissioner Berry. We'll continue with our agenda for tonight. Resolution 03-2025. Mr. Connery, for the record, please.
Resolution 03-2025, a resolution of the City Commission of the City of South Bay, Florida, approving a lease agreement with Federation of Families of Florida, Inc., relating to the lease of property located at 101 Northwest First Avenue within the city limits, known as Commerce Center, authorizing the mayor and the city manager to execute the lease agreement on behalf of the city, provided for an effective date.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. City Manager Campbell.
Mr. Mayor, Commission, the lease is set to expire in February 2nd of 2025. This is an extension, well, this is a new lease that will begin after their after the termination date, should the commission desire to move forward with the Federation of Families. The lease amount would stay the same, and that is being proposed because the Federation of Family has made some investments into the property. Not so much investments, but just repairs and investments into the property. as they are situated, and staff is recommending approval for the extension for the new lease and lease amount remaining the same,
What is that amount, Mr.?
$875 a month.
All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Any question from this commission for resolution 03-2025?
If I recall, we indicated that we would review the amount of the lease agreement. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, at that time, Commissioner McKelvin, Vice Mayor now, indicated a need to review the cost, the amount per month. So my focus, no, from our last discussion regarding this lease agreement, will we focus on an increase for that monthly rental? Or are we, where are we?
What staff is presenting to you, what the manager is presenting is the $875 as it stands in the current lease, and the rent amount remaining the same.
So, Mr. Manager, the rent amount in this agreement is, I see $800.
Oh, it's 800? Okay, I do apologize, misspoke.
That's why I asked that
Yeah,
question.
it's $800,
$800.
not $875. I
Right,
do
that's right.
apologize.
If the commission can, have time out of their busy schedule, just go by there and take a look at it and have a conversation with Ms. Jenkins in reference to that facility. Because I know they're investing a lot of money into that community garden that they're putting together there within this commerce center. So if you have time, just go by there and have a conversation with her. And then the next meeting, you can bring this up and see whether we need to increase the
Increase, yes.
rent on a monthly basis. And I think it'd be feasible if we do have that conversation.
I would like to add, Mr. Mayor, to the commission, because the lease is expiring on February 2nd, should you desire to do something else, this is all the manager is able to do is present to you this lease. Wanted to get it to you before it expires. You just advise me and direct me, and we will move in that direction.
We can
But
always
the-
we can table this. So at the regular meeting, I will make a motion that we table this item, this resolution. Thank you.
Point of, because their lease is expiring when, in February?
February 2nd, 2 days before our next
And
commission.
this is,
So we need to take action on this tonight.
that is correct. And keep in mind, we have, our last commission meeting was when? When was our last commission meeting? And I
First
have been
meeting
an
in
advocate of this time lapse where we need to attend to business as it relates to items for upcoming, so we are not caught in this loop of this will expire, but it's been about a month. When was the last time we met, Mr. Manager?
December.
And what month is this?
I understand.
I understand.
that.
That's why I'm bringing it up now. So as we discuss this, we need to consider our schedule, because somewhere in this, is this schedule feasible? Does it work? Can we accommodate the needs of our providers or whatever? Also, may we change the schedule so we are not in this that's not the word, loop of a gap. We have not met. When was the last time we met?
Commissioner, Mr.
2024.
Mayor,
This is
Mr. Mayor,
2025,
Commission,
but I will end the conversation on that. Thank you for your
The-
courtesy and respect.
Thank you, Commissioner.
the
Berry.
item here, the item being presented to you, and you could, if you give the direction I'm speaking with, just speaking out at this moment, if you want to do a different level of extension, I'm not sure how that is done, to just capture the time period so that we are able to have that conversation regarding the rent.
We have several
the
things
rent
happening
amount.
here. The gap between when we meet and the gap, what happens in terms of addressing services, addressing items that need to be reviewed, and timetable, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Thank you. All due respect to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, and
So
I do
I
appreciate
will make
that.
a motion at the regular meeting. Also,
Okay, Commissioner
okay,
Berry.
I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay,
Is-
thank you.
You know, when the regular meeting, if you decide that you want to table this resolution, then you make
Yes,
that motion at that particular time period, okay?
Thank you.
All right,
And
thank you, and we do appreciate it.
Now, look, you have this ordinance. Okay, keep
Let's continue on with our agenda for the night. At this time, ordinance. Ms. Collins, read for the record, please, in reference to ordinance number 01-2025.
Ordinance number 01-2025. An ordinance of the City of South Bay, Florida, approving a small-scale future land use map and comprehensive plan amendment in order to amend the city's future land use designation for parcels number 58-36-44-2301-000-0061 and 58-36-44-23-01-000-0072, known as Glaze Asphalt generally located in the southern part of the city of South Bay along the west side of US Highway 27, approximately 600 feet south of the G2 Canal Road right-of-way US 27, and accessible from US Highway 27, and compromising approximately 31.26 acres and legally described herein in Exhibit A of the South Bay Developers LLC application, and as attached hereto from commercial to industry industrial future land use designation, providing for adoption of representation, providing for severability, providing for inclusion in the Code of Ordinances, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. City Manager Campbell.
Mayor Commission, the item, your future land use change being presented tonight, what you will see happen during the meeting, the engineering, the representing firm for Bowman Industries will be here tonight. They will present to you their preliminary or conceptual site plan before reading this ordinance to provide a basis for the small scale amendment and subsequently the rezoning request. If the commission is favorable of the site plan that will be presented, the preliminary site plan presented, we will then move forward into the public hearing. All of it will take place in the public hearing of said ordinance. Staff is recommending approval on first reading of this ordinance for the land use change of the site from, excuse me, commercial future land use designation to industrial future land use for the Glaze Asphalt plant to take place, to be constructed here in the city of South Bay.
Thank you, City Manager Campbell. You know, we were asked a question in references to we have a presentation tonight, our commissioners, and then we'll make our decision afterwards. We'll continue with our agenda for the night.
Mr. Mayor,
yes.
comment, do we have a statement from our planner? Mr. Hardeman,
Yes,
he's involved in this process,
yes.
and where is his statement? Just a question.
Your backup to that item.
I don't, well, help me. Will he,
Yes,
he
it's
can
in
join
there.
us
It is
virtually?
Exhibit A. When you scroll through your pages,
Yes,
it is a part of the statement from your planner.
And also, Commissioner Barry, I spoke to our city manager yesterday of reference to our planner. If he's not here in person, hopefully he'll be on the phone tonight, just in case. we have
He
any
won't
questions.
do either, Mr. Mayor. He has a conflict. He won't be present for the meeting tonight.
All right. Thank you, sir. Commissioner Barry, you okay? You found the information?
I don't see it here. Where did you see it? Hope, where did you see it? Where it says planner. I'm on Exhibit A.
Exhibit A, that is from your planner.
applicant. This is from the planner.
Yes.
Where's Mr. Horniman? Okay, that's okay. If we can get him on the phone, I would appreciate it.
Mr.
Thank
Harmon
you.
is not available.
I heard that part, but I'm saying this is city business. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you,
I
Commissioner.
would table this one too.
Thank you, sir.
Next,
Thank you, Commissioner Barrett. Thank you, City Manager Campbell. Ordinance 02-2025. Mr. Connery, for the record, please.
Ordinance number 02-2025. An ordinance of the City of South Bay to rezone parcel numbers 58-36-44-23-01-000-0061 and 58-36-44-23-01-000-0072 on the site known as Glaze Asphalt Site, generally located west of US Highway 27 and accessible from US Highway 27. And
you see you have two ands in here.
Yes.
Okay.
Let him continue.
Oh, I'm
Commissioner.
sorry. I'm just looking, this is why help me out with this.
Yeah, I
This
see
is
it as well.
2025. Thank you.
Thank you. Continue, Mr. Collins.
and approximately 600 feet south of the G2 Canal Road Street right-of-way comprising approximately 31.26 acres, and as legally described herein in Exhibit A, and attached hereto from B1 Retail Commercial District zoning to IG General Industrial District zoning, providing for adoption of representation, providing for severability, providing for conflict and repealer, providing for inclusion in the Code of Ordinances, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. City Manager Campbell.
Mr. Mayor, you will, after you take land use action in the prior ordinance, then you will go into your rezoning ordinance, which was just read to the commission and shared with the commission on that same site to 31.62 acres. It will go from retail commercial district to industrial, general industrial zoning. Staff is recommending approval of ordinance on first reading.
Thank you, City Manager Campbell. I just want the audience to know that this ordinance is the old Gatorland property that we're talking about tonight. And I'm pretty sure that each and every one that live in South Bay or in the surrounding area know where this particular property, know where the old Gatorland is at. And this is what these two ordinances consisting of, that particular property. Okay. Rosenwald, let Mr. School report.
Yes, Mr. Hightower will be here to deliver the report, and we also have Ms. Lou in the audience. She's going to talk about the oratorical contest.
All right, thank you, sir. Financial report. Commissioner Berry, I know you stated the last meeting you want to table the financial report. You will be able to act on it tonight.
No, because I did not have an opportunity to meet with Solomon and the manager together because we had this gap in vacation time and all of that. So I will, no, we're tabling that. Thank you, to the next meeting.
Right,
I was available, but because of scheduling, but all due respect, thank you.
Commissioner Berry, I was here as well, so I'm not I was available. So just for the audience, and as we're speaking tonight,
All due respect.
I was available. So you're saying that you were here and we could not meet. Attempts were made to have these conversations, but I don't want to just simply state that I wasn't available.
I said collectively, the three of us together. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Commissioner Berry. Thank you, City
I
Manager
was
Campbell.
here on the 30th. That was a date selected. I was here all day prior to that. But this is okay because this is 2025. It's what did we learn from last year that we can do to improve this year? That's all. It's an observation. Thank you.
All right, thank
And
you.
it also brings us to maybe we need to review our schedule in terms of when the city is open, when it's closed, what can be done. I'm here. Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
All due
Commissioner.
respect.
Thank you, Commissioner Berry. City Clerk's report.
No report,
Thank you.
Mayor.
City manager report.
No report.
Thank you. City attorney's report.
No report.
Thank you. Future agenda items.
Well, this is rolling over. We are going into our anniversary. I think this is the, 84th year of the city of South Bay. This is an extraordinary time for us to consider how we need to celebrate our anniversary. Some people are on the road. We have participated in the road trip. So we need to think as a collective community how we need to introduce and use this year to acknowledge and celebrate the 84th year of the city of South Bay. I think that's historic,
84
truly
years.
historic. We have 40 years for the Martin Luther King, and it seems like these dates are coming on so quickly, and my seniors are involved in this process of data collection, the oral history. So let's do this the right way. Let's make it right. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Barry.
Too much, but it's always good.
All right, thank you. Let's conclude our workshop. I entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move, Mr.
Adjourn.
Mayor.
Moved by Vice Mayor McKelvin, second by Commissioner Barry. Workshop is adjourned. We'll reconvene in 3 minutes.
Thank you so much. Which one?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Good evening to each and every one of y'all. Thank you for being here tonight. We will start our 7 o'clock meeting, time 7 p.m. I want to thank the ones on live feeds as well for being with us tonight in this the first meeting of the 2025. Commissioner, thank you all for being here tonight. Really appreciate you and I hope that you have a your holiday was fantastic and your family as well coming into the new year. And to each and every one in the audience, thank you all. We wish you well and we pray that everything will go well with you and your family in the year 2025. Thank you. At this present time, we have the roll call. After the roll call, we have prayer, and then after we have pledge of allegiance. We have our prayer tonight by Commissioner Pope.
Mayor Kyle.
Present.
Vice Mayor McKelvin,
Present.
Commissioner Berry,
Present.
Commissioner Pope. Present. Commissioner King.
Present.
Thank you, City Manager Cameron. Thank you, Commissioner. Let us stand. We have the prayer by Commissioner Polk and then the pledge to the flag.
Dear Heavenly Father, we want to say thank you for the transition from 2024 to 2025. And God, we know that you has brought us into this new year because you want us to continue the work which we have set before us. So we ask for your grace. We ask for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. God, we ask you to bless our communities, especially the family, those that are in bereavement,
Yes, Lord.
lost loved ones.
Yes.
Thank
We ask you to bless our city, our mayor and vice mayor and all the commissioners, city manager, God. We ask special blessings in this first meeting of the new year on our city clerk and legal advisors. God, we ask special blessings on law enforcement and first responders, our entire staff, and entire body that make up this great community of the city of South Bay, Florida. So with those blessings, God, we ask you to just move us forward into the right direction. By your leading and your guiding, we shall arrive. And so we ask these blessings. In the name of your son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Commissioner Polk, thank you for that wonderful prayer.
I got it.
Definitely need prayer each and every day. And I want to thank you for that prayer in our first meeting in the year of 2025. Madam Attorney, thank you for being here tonight. We want to thank you for being with us for the whole year of 2024, and now you're with us at 2025. Thank you for traveling the dangerous highway. We appreciate you making it here safely and pray that you make it back home safely. Your intern, Ms. Jailer, thank you for being here tonight. It's your first meeting in the city of South Bay. We continue to welcome you within the city of South Bay. Thank you for being here tonight. Ms. Bryant, thank you. We really do appreciate you. You've been with us for the whole year, along with you with the senator as well. You have been well supportive of the city of South Bay. We want to thank you all for being a part of the city of South Bay as well. Sergeant Ortiz, thank you, sir. Happy New Year to you and your family as well, sir. And thank you in the office for all the work that I did in the city of South Bay. We do appreciate it. And our residents, thank you all. You have been fantastic. You have been with us. You have supported us in the city of South Bay. We just want to thank you all. And we just ask you to continue to support us in the year 2025. Because I said that last year, 2024, it's not about us. It's about us working together within the city of South Bay. And that's the direction we will continue in the year 2025. Again, thank you and a blessing over you and your family. It's present time to close the voting conflict. Commissioner King.
None, sir.
Thank you. Commissioner Pope.
None, sir.
Thank you. Commissioner Barry.
No conflict.
Thank you. Vice Mayor McKelvin.
No, sir.
Thank you, and none for me either. Thank each and every one of you all. Presentation of proclamations, Mr. Collins.
None, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate that, sir. Opportunity for the public to address the commissioner, Mr. Collins.
Yes, we have one, Miss Virginia Crawford.
Ms. Crawford, give us your name and your address, please. Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Virginia Crawford, 200 Northwest 3rd Avenue, South Bay, Florida.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
My concern is the red light.
Really?
They put the red light up there. The turning arrow mostly flash. I leave out my house right in front of Dollar General,
Yes, ma'am.
either if I go up to Pilot.
Yes, ma'am.
Traffic is backed up to the bridge,
You're right.
and I can't get out either way.
Yes.
So my thing is, I have no problem with the red light, but put the green arrow back up there to give the traffic time to turn so that we can get out that live up here. It's so hard to get out the roads.
You're right. You're right.
That's what happens when you live here.
We are.
Thank you.
Miss Crawford, the last meeting we had a representative for FDOT. Those are some of the things that we were very concerned as well about. And he said that he noticed it when he was here. And he said that Palm Beach County, the one who synchronized that particular light, he's supposed to have gotten in touch with them and have a representative come out. We will check on that tomorrow and find out. I'm with you 190% of what you're saying.
I'm with you too. I'm with you.
You can't get out the road.
go to
You're
work.
absolutely correct.
Gotta
You
pay
can't do
bills, gotta go to
anything.
work,
We
gotta
will
go
do a
somewhere.
follow-up on that tomorrow,
Mhm.
and we'll
Gotta
make
go
sure
to
that we
school,
get back
gotta
in
do
touch with you
something.
as well.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. No, we thank you.
for
We
that.
really
I
do.
appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
Can we also look into the light right here turning into,
Yes.
because,
It's both of them.
yeah, it's both of them.
Track be on the other
That's-
side.
That's a dangerous one.
And we only have one place where you can go
Because
east.
especially when you're trying to turn and you got those semis making
see.
that
That-
turning left,
Yes,
you
sir.
can't see.
And this is why I'm talking
right.
about our
Yeah, I
priority.
noticed
We
that as
need to
well.
meet, we need to discuss.
Because we got
Mr.
the,
Collins,
they have
Ms.,
the blinking light. They just need
yes.
to make it a turn signal.
That's it.
Mr. Manager, we will.
Make it a turn
It's
signal.
backed up.
All right. Thank you,
And I'm
Commissioner.
surprised visitors come through and not saying anything about this. Because
Thank you.
we're talking about
They're going
economic
straight.
development.
They're not turning.
Yes, we'll have. We'll check with
Anything
you.
else?
Okay,
Next.
Mr. Collins?
I'm not gonna
you
say
want-
any, I'm out of order. You can tell
Thank
me
you.
I'm out of order.
We'll continue with our agenda for tonight. Consent agenda. Approve our city minutes, December the 3rd, 2024, and approve our minutes, meeting agenda, January the 7th of 2025. Mr. Manager, you stated no addition or deletion. Am I correct, sir? Correct. All right, may I have a motion to move consent agenda to the floor for discussion and approval?
So move, Mr. Mayor.
Moved by Vice Mayor Kelvin,
Second.
second by Commissioner Polk. Any question from this commission for the consent agenda? Hearing none, Mr. Collins, call the roll, please.
Commissioner King,
Yes.
Commissioner Polk,
Yes.
Commissioner Barry,
No,
Vice Mayor McKelvin.
Yes.
Mayor Cowell.
Yes, thank you. It passes 4-1. Thank you, Commissioner, and thank you, Mr. Collins. Resolution 01-2025, Mr. Collins, read for the record, please.
Resolution 01-2025, a resolution of the City Commission of the City of South Bay, Florida, approving legislative priorities for the 2025 legislative session, providing for adoption of representation, providing for an effective date.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. Mr. City Manager, we discussed that again. Commissioner King wasn't at the workshop in reference to Resolution 01-2025, sir.
The legislative priorities for 2025 in the order as presented in the document in your agenda. The South Bay Rail Regional Commerce Park Development Epicenter at a cost of $875,000, which would improve the marketability of the Park of Commerce, which would provide for preliminary engineering and design for the future development of the epicenter, consisting of stormwater improvements, the reconstruction, number 2, the reconstruction of Southwest 11th Avenue roadway sidewalks, street lighting at an estimated cost of $1.8 million, and the LEED certified resiliency hub and community center at a cost, phasing in the project at a cost of $2.3 million. Those are the 3 items staff is recommending in that priority, in that listing, that order, as priorities for the 2025 legislative schedule.
Thank you, City Manager Commissioner King. I know you wasn't at the workshop. Do you have any question in reference to Resolution 01-2025?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. We do appreciate that. May I have a motion to move Resolution 01-2025 to the floor for discussion and approval?
So move.
Moved by Vice Mayor McKelvin,
second,
second by Commissioner Barry. Any question from this commission for this resolution?
it's the priority. Thank you so
01-2025.
much, Mr. Mayor. The priority, if you look at your minute notes, the priority, as discussed, included the emergency, and this name has changed. I heard that, resiliency. Number 1. Number 2, infrastructure. Number 3, this other piece, that's number 1. So what I ask is, may we review number 1, emergency. Number 2, infrastructure. Number 3,
Commerce Park.
that's it. Now that is what I left with our understanding, 1, 2, 3. But since it's been a while since we met, but that's okay. But I request that you look at your minutes and do that. May we do that? Not tonight, maybe at the next meeting, and we can approve. I hope there's not another holiday coming up. Then we can approve emergency, infrastructure, and the regional. I don't have a qualm with this, but I'm saying the priority, 1, 2, 3, based on our minutes. If I am I know I'm not out of order, but this is 2025. I have to go in this with the direction from one meeting to another meeting, what was presented. That's all I'm asking. Thank you. That's my comment. No one has to comment on this.
No, Commissioner, you understand where you're coming from.
All right, thank you. And
Mr.
then leave it
Manager,
alone.
have you had the opportunity to speak with our consultant in reference to these items, sir?
1, 2, 3.
I've spoke with the consultant in reference to these items as well as to the commission. It was stated in prior meetings with the commission, what is the governor looking for? What are some of the items that we see the governor would possibly move forward with? And the rail, the Park of Commerce, that economic site is something that was presented to the commission and thoroughly discussed. And it is what the commission as a whole said, yes, that would be their number one priority. So we did change it once we brought the resolution, which we're doing tonight, bringing the resolution to the commission for your consideration with what was requested as the number one priority is the Park of Commerce, infrastructure improvement for economic development. So that is what was discussed with and shared from the commission to the manager, and is what we're providing to you tonight for your consideration.
Also, at the last meeting, before the last meeting, I asked to be a part of this conversation with our consultant, Connors, right?
You did.
I did. I have not received any information, all due respect. Let me know what I'm missing as I'm in 2025. But we don't have to discuss it, but just a point of observation.
I mean, if it's
Thank you.
coming here tonight,
He's
it
gonna
is
be here
here
tonight?
for, you're bringing the conversation up tonight, and you're saying, the item is here for the commission to vote it up or down, for your consideration, hopefully your approval.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Barry, and thank you, City Manager Campbell. At this present time, is just any additional discussion per resolution 01-2025 in this commission? Here none, Mr. Collins, call the roll, please.
Commissioner King?
Yes.
Commissioner Polk?
Yes.
Commissioner Barry?
It's the priority, how it is prioritized based on our last minutes from our last meeting and the understanding that I would be contacted regarding this prioritization. That's all I'm saying. So with that said, if I am in error, please correct me. Am I in error?
We have the three
We
priorities.
talked about the governor, so this is what.
I'm not sure how to correct you when you're stating that you don't want to have any input on it.
I asked to be a part of the input with the consultant.
No, I'm saying tonight, you're saying no one, you don't need what I don't want to do.
Was I notified prior to this meeting
There were attempts, Commissioner Barry.
to notify me that you were gonna meet with
Let's
me?
rectify
I'm gonna leave it alone.
this.
Thank you.
Hold it now. Let's rectify this whole situation. We had the opportunity to discuss this, and now they voted. We have 2 votes already. And Commissioner Barry asked you for your vote. You voted yea or nay, and then we'll continue to move.
But
on.
what
So
about
it's
the
primary
process?
control.
The process. Someone let me know. Did anyone contact me to say, Commissioner Barry, I'm meeting with the consultant, and this is what we are discussing. You requested this. That's all I'm asking. Was I notified? Point of order.
Commissioner Barry, just to ask you another question in reference to that. After you wasn't notified, whoever contacted you notified, do you try to contact the city manager to get your input in reference to this? We did discuss the priority in our last meetings by all the commissioners here. They had the golden opportunity to discuss it. Now, you want to be a part of the conversation with the consultant, with the
That's what-
city manager.
Okay.
Now, you say that they did not reach out to you. At any time, did you try to reach out to them?
I did.
You did or did not?
I did.
You did.
At the last meeting, in a public meeting, the public record says Commissioner Berry requests to be a part of the
Yes.
process.
Yes, sir.
I requested that. That's public record.
But you just stated that no one contacted you in reference to this. Now, they did not contact you at any time. Did you try to contact anyone and saying, I want to be a part of the discussion that's taking place in reference to our priorities?
If it's a public record, why do I have to go back and say, I
Well,
want to be a part? Okay,
But
I
I'm like-
can leave it alone.
But my thing
Thank
about
you.
it is that they did not contact you and you really wanted to be a part. I would have contacted now. I'd have been, calling the city manager. When are you guys going to discuss their priority within the city of South Bay? I already remember one thing I did, made it very clear to you all that I want to be a part of the discussion.
That's what I said.
And the thing about it, you stated that they never contacted you and you never contacted them at that particular time period.
Because I trust people to contact me if I'm in a public meeting saying, did you reach out to Commissioner Berry? That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Are you voting yea or nay in reference to this
The
resolution?
process did not work. Thank you so much.
All right,
The prior,
okay.
thank you.
All right, thank you. Vice Mayor?
Yes.
All right, thank you. And yes to me as well.
Clerk didn't get a vote recorded.
4-4. It was 4.
I vote for yes, the
Yes, okay.
priority, but it was the
Okay,
process.
5. It
What
passes by all
happened?
commissioners.
Okay, so
Thank
we
you.
can rearrange this later.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Berry. Appreciate it. We'll continue with our resolution 02-2025. Mr. Connery, for the record, please.
Resolution number 02-2025, a resolution of the City Commission of the City of South Bay, Florida, ratifying an emergency purchase from DS Asphalt LLC for roadway asphalt repair, authorizing an emergency purchase agreement to be executed by the city manager, provided for adoption of representations, provided for an effective date.
Thank you, Mr. Collins, City Manager. Discuss this again because Commissioner King wasn't at the workshop, sir.
On November 4th, the city manager was notified that a vehicle become immobile due to significant trenches and dips in the roadway on Southwest 7th Avenue. These trenches and dips needed repair for the vehicles to travel the roadway. Diaz Asphalt submitted a quote on November 4th for $28,300 to repair Southwest 7th Avenue, for which payment was made and the work completed. Staff is recommending approval of the emergency resolution number 02-2025 for the emergency purchase from Diaz Asphalt. I do have the corrected quote from Diaz Asphalt that will be updated in the record, but I wanted to make sure the commission get it tonight as well. Staff is recommending approval.
Thank you, City Manager Kim. Commissioner King, do you have any questions for this resolution 02-2025?
None, sir.
All right, thank you. In addition, any question from the remaining commission in reference to this resolution 0-2025? Here none, Mr. Collins, call the roll, please.
Commissioner King,
Yes.
Commissioner Polk,
Yes.
Commissioner Berry,
Yes,
Vice Mayor McKelvin,
Yes.
Mayor Cowes.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Collins. Passed by all commissioners. Thank you, commissioners. We'll continue our resolution 03-2025. Mr. Collins, read for the record, please.
Resolution 03-2025, a resolution of the City Commission of the City of South Bay, Florida, approving a lease agreement with Federation of Families of Florida, Inc., relating to the lease of property located at 101 Northwest First Avenue within the city limits, known as Commerce Center, authorizing the mayor and the city manager to execute the lease agreement on behalf of the city, providing for an effective date.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. City Manager Campbell.
Mr. Mayor, Commission, the lease, staff is recommending approval of the lease with Federation of Families that will begin on February 3rd. After that lease expire, February 2nd, 2025. The rent rate is $800. Staff is recommending to continue at that rate. Federation of Family has made some investments and they are making further plans and investments into the site. So staff is recommending approval of the extension, the lease with Federation of Families.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. At the workshop that Commissioner Berry stated that you want to table this resolution 03-2024. Have a motion to a table.
Well, since we're on a high road tonight, I move to table Resolution 3, 2025. All I need is a second.
Before the, that second is taken, the lease will expire, so staff will need some direction. The lease will expire on February 2nd. The staff needs direction as to what you would like to do for that interim.
I'm asking to table because the item was not presented within a particular time frame to avoid this crunch on February the 2nd. That's what I'm asking. Thank you.
Madam Attorney, from a legal aspect, we are not able to approve this resolution tonight. And the contract will expire February the 2nd of 2025, but they still have the right to be on a particular property after this contract expires.
You all could do it a later time retroactively.
Yes, ma'am.
However, I'm not sure whether they have grants or anything else that rely upon, being in the building and having a permanent space or something. I don't know what other ramifications are involved. But in terms of the lease itself, you could consider it later and make it retroactive.
All right. Thank you, madam. Appreciate that. Any additional questions? You have a motion on the floor in reference to table resolution 03-2025. Have a motion, I get a second. To table this resolution 03-2024, it fails for lack of motion. At this present time, any additional question from this commission in reference to resolution 03-2025? Here none, Mr. Collins, call the roll, please.
Commissioner King,
Yes.
Commissioner Polk,
Yes.
Commissioner Barry,
Did you hear what the attorney said? We could make this retroactive, so yes.
Vice Mayor McKelvin,
Yes.
Mayor Cowes.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Collins. Thank you, City Manager Campbell. Thank you, Madam Attorney. Thank you, Commission, that passed by all the commissioners. Ordinance 01-2025. Mr. Collins, read for the record, please.
Ordinance number 01-2025. An ordinance of the City of South Bay, Florida, approving a small-scale future land use map and comprehensive plan amendment in order to amend the city's future land use designation for parcels number 58-36-44-23-01-000-061 and 58-36-44-23-001-000-0072, known as Glades Asphalt, generally located in the southern part of the city of South Bay along the west side of US Highway 27, approximately 600 feet south of the G2 Canal Road right-of-way, US 27, and accessible from US Highway 27, and comprising approximately 31.26 acres, and legally described herein in Exhibit A of the South Bay Developers LLC application, and as attached hereto from commercial to industrial future land use designations, providing for adoption of representations, providing for severability, providing for inclusion in the Code of Ordinances, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. City Manager Campbell.
Mr. Bear Commission, you do have, as stated in the workshop, the site plan, preliminary conceptual site plan will be presented tonight by Bowman Engineering Firm prior to your discussion of the ordinance. If we could, Mr. Morales, come forward and present your site plan. I did provide a paper copy of the site plan to the commission there, but we're having technical issues, and it was on the screen. You do have the paper copies. I want to work on getting it on the screen.
And I
while
did bring
conversation.
some additional
Okay.
paper copies in 11/17. They're a little bit more readable if you want.
Thank you.
Can you pass those to the clerk here, sir? Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Morales. Appreciate it, sir. Nice seeing you this upcoming year as well, sir. Happy holidays to you and your family.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Thank you, sir.
you.
Give one to the attorney. You have your copy? Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Christian Morales. Nice to see you all again. I'm here on behalf of Bowman Consulting Group. I'm here present on behalf of the applicant, South Bay Developers LLC. We're here tonight for the first reading of an ordinance. The first ordinance is for a small-scale future land use amendment. And then the second ordinance that you'll hear later will be for a rezoning. Both for the same two parcels. It's a site is located, as mentioned, along the south portion of the city of South Bay on US Highway 27, just south of the G2 Canal Road. The site is currently mostly vacant, and it's primarily comprised of like a lot of stormwater lake area that will be untouched, and it is comprised of two different parcels. That's why both parcel numbers are included. We did provide a unity of title that will be kind of recorded as part of when we come in for site plan. And we wanted to kind of show the site plan, even though that's not up for approval tonight, just to give you a sense of what is going to be, what the intent of the rezoning is. The property is currently zoned commercial or B1 business with a future land use of commercial. The property uses both to the north and the south of us are currently industrial. So to the north of us, there's another asphalt treatment plant and storage area that was recently, I believe as a couple of years ago, was rezoned from business and commercial to industrial. So we are kind of seeking a similar change in future land use and zoning to allow, number one, to bring the zoning in between the two parcels to be more in line and compatible with each other, but also because given that the property uses both to the north and the south are already kind of industrial in nature, it makes sense to bring this property if it's going to be developed into an asphalt treatment plant. It would need the industrial zoning and the industrial future land use amendment in order to operate once we come in for the site plan. I did bring a copy of the site plan for you all to take a look at, and that will be reviewed by the city prior to construction, obviously, and it'll come back in front of the board again at that time. And I provided as 2 pages there. The first one is kind of an overall view of the property. You can see both parcel IDs called out. As you can see, most of the portion to the west, and really most of the entirety of the site is stormwater pond area that's going to be and remain untouched. The primary development is really going to be on the east side of the property, adjacent to US 27. We will have just a single entrance, single drive into the site for the trucks and some parking on site, as well as the structures for the asphalt plant. And the intent really is here to provide, create a lot of the asphalt that's going to be delivered to lots of jobs in the area. There's a lot of development that's going on, within the vicinity of South Bay, both within the city and in adjacent locations that will need asphalt in order for them to develop, and it'll allow a lot of that business to come through the city of South Bay and be distributed from here out, both to the city and the rest of the areas around us. Like I mean, there's no building on site per se. There's no structure except for a couple of guardhouses for the employees on site. It's mostly kind of like you'll have trucks coming into site, and the parking on site will be sufficient to both meet code requirements, but also to provide parking for the employees. Again, because of the nature of the use, we will provide some landscaping according to the requirements of the city code once we get rezoned to the light industrial use. But that's just kind of giving you a quick overview. There's a little bit of a site data table there with some of the breakdown of the areas, etc. And I just wanted to appreciate your time today, and let me know if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer.
Thank you, sir. Really do appreciate you being here, and like I said, it's always a pleasure. You come into the city of South Bay, especially trying to bringing business into the city. You mentioned something in reference to this whole scenario. Is there going to be any type of environmental problems in reference to that particular area?
No, there won't be. And they, in order for the plant to operate, they need to get a license from the state, from the Florida Department of Environmental Protection, in order to be able to operate. So they've already have a license, and I believe that we provided a copy of that. But that will have to be provided as proof during our site plan process. That we have a license from the state allowing us to operate within their environmental guidelines.
Right. And also, you mentioned about bringing jobs into the area, more or less about how many jobs that you anticipate, may I ask? So the number of jobs really varies depending on the season and how much demand there is. But there is anywhere on site at a time between 20 and 30 employees. That can change, and I can provide you with an actual number of how many actual jobs will be required for this particular plant. Thank you for that. Will the residents within the city of South Bay, listen, what I said, within the city of South Bay have first priority to what?
Mr.
To
Mayor,
those jobs?
If we could, before you continue, could you open this as your procedure, as your public meeting before you continue?
For the public, yes, sir.
No, I'm just saying, you can have your question, but just open your, procedurally, just open it as a public hearing.
Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you for that. I guess I'm moving a little bit ahead of the schedule at this present time. Thank you for your presentation. At this time, I open up for the public. Do the public have any question in reference to what that have been discussed so far in reference to Resolution 0-01-2025? It's open to the public.
It's an asphalt plant that y'all gonna have here?
Correct.
So you're gonna be making the asphalt that goes on the road?
Yes, it's asphalt that goes on roads, but also on private jobs. So whenever you have like a development, let's say if you're developing a commercial site where they're going to put a new retail building or anything, in order to pave the parking lots, etc., it'll be the same asphalt that's used in those areas, but also on road work as well.
So how much revenue will come to the city of South Bay from your plant?
Well, there will be revenues from the taxation of the property and the existing structures on site, as well as directly revenue from any employees that from the city of South Bay who might end up working within the plant.
I'm saying, could you give like a rough estimate of what some of it will be here?
Well, I don't know what the actual number would be based on the valuation of the existing parcel. But I can certainly follow up on that with the property appraiser and determine what the taxes would be. Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Crawford. Ms. Hughes?
I think just from general labor laws, I don't know if there's necessarily a priority that we can make from City of South Bay employees, but certainly because of the proximity of the site is located within the City of South Bay, so it makes more sense to have employees that are nearby and that can, easily access the site. And obviously it'll be open to everybody, but I think generally from labor laws, there's no preferential treatment we can give to anybody, per se, based on location.
What about convicted felons? Do y'all have convicted felons?
I don't believe we have any discriminatory hiring practices, so it would certainly be open to anybody who's allowed to work by law. Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Hughes, and thank you, Ms. Crawford. In additional question from the public per ordinance 01-2025.
Yeah.
Mr.
I
Hightower.
heard you had a conversation. I know we talked about revenue. How many jobs will this occupancy, this job bring? How many jobs will it bring?
Like on-site jobs, like how many?
Jobs to the community.
To the community, there will be like about 20 to 30 positions of like on-site employees.
And will there be any requirements to the jobs if jobs are brought to the area based on the cement or the asphalt that you bring into the community or the area?
I'm not quite sure I understand the question.
How many jobs will this bring to the area?
You mean like on the actual site or like others? Yeah, so it'll be about 20 or 30 positions that'll be on site. Yeah, for employees. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Hightower. Any additional question from the public per this particular ordinance? Hear none. We'll close the ordinance on the public and return to the commissioners. Commissioner, do you have any questions per this particular ordinance at this present time?
Yes.
Commissioner King.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Mr. Morales,
Yeah.
for this presentation. On the jobs, positions, the 20 to 30, is that those positions after the facility is put up, or that those are positions during the process of building this facility?
So those will be positions after the plant is up. The actual building of the facility, that will be by a contractor. And that's typically, there's, because of the nature of the job, there's very specific contractors who will build asphalt plants. It is a construction job, essentially. Yeah.
Okay, so the jobs that from far as the construction contractors, will they be hiring, of locally, and also will they be hiring returning citizens, second chance offenders?
I believe because of the nature of the specific facility that is being built, they'll be using a contractor who has experience with building asphalt treatment plants. That being said, if there's jobs, if there's contractors within the city of South Bay that have that kind of expertise, they're more than certainly going to be considered for the job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lastly, now, if is it possible if these contractors, I don't know who would orchestrate it from the city point or from your point, if we could recommend these contractors to look to hiring returning citizens or people with felony backgrounds? Is that something that we could see happening during this construction?
Yeah, that's for sure. Again, like I mentioned, because of the nature of the job, it would have to be folks who have the kind of experience building asphalt plants, because it's not just a regular construction job. It's kind of a very specified niche type of construction. But yes, I think as long as they meet the qualifications, we will be open to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, Commissioner King. I know Vice Mayor McKelvin.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. What is the highest level of education does a potential worker has to have to actually work in the plant?
I don't think anything beyond like a high school degree. Yeah.
So if they got a high school diploma, they'll be able to get employment.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Commissioner Poe?
Yes, I would like to thank Mr. Morales for the presentation.
Thank you.
And all my colleagues for their questions. I really don't have any questions because you mostly answered all the questions, but I just wanted to make a comment that, and I'm very pleased to hear about this here amendment, considering that when I look at the site plan, the two properties on each side, on the outside of the property, are already primarily industrial. And so what they're trying to do here looks like to make this site here also from retail to light industrial, which is compatible with what's already there. So, and what really struck me about it was that asphalt. So we just got a bill from Diaz tonight
For asphalt.
$28,000. And so I would just like to make that comment that, it's something that the land has been vacant for a long time already. And I don't think it'll be anything better to place the asphalt plant. So Oh, that's just my comment.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Commissioner Polk. Commissioner Barry.
Yes, you will use CareerSource to find workers. CareerSource
Yeah.
is our hub, well, our place for advertising, so it will be open.
Yeah.
All right, good. Have you discussed this with any member of our commission?
Using CareerSource?
No. Have you discussed this particular ordinance in preparation for tonight with any commission?
No, I had not
comment.
beforehand. Yeah.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you very much.
It has not been discussed before.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Barry. Thank you, Commissioners, as well, for the wonderful question you asked Mr. Morales, and thank you, public, as well. Mr. Morales, I don't have no question. You already answered the question. The public asked you the question as well, sir, but I just want to thank you all for you being here, and thank you for being in the city of South Bay, and thank you for really just introducing this concept to
Yes.
others that
Thank
want to
you.
bring this particular facility within the city of South Bay. Again, thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, for the commissioner may have a motion in a second and reference.
This is the first
Second.
reading.
Moved by Commissioner Polk, second by Vice Mayor McKelvin. Any questions for this particular one at the first reading? Here none, Mr. Conley, call the roll, please.
Commissioner King,
Yes.
Commissioner Polk,
Yes.
Commissioner Barry,
Yes.
Vice Mayor McKelvin,
Yes.
Mayor Cowes.
Yes, thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, Mr. Conley. It passed by all commissioners. Thank you, City Manager Campbell. Ordinance 02-2025. Mr. Conley, read for the record, please.
Ordinance number 02-2025. An ordinance of the City of South Bay to rezone parcel numbers 58-36-44-23-01-000-0061 and 58-36-44-23-01-000-0072 on the site known as Glaze Asphalt Site, generally located west of US Highway 27 and accessible from US Highway 27, and approximately 600 feet south of the G2 Canal Road Street right-of-way comprising approximately 31.26 acres, and as legally described here in Exhibit A and attached hereto from B1 Retail Commercial District zoning to IG General Industrial District zoning, providing for adoption of representations, providing for severability, providing for conflict and repealer, providing for inclusion in the Code of Ordinances, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you, Mr. Conley. City Manager Campbell.
The Mayor Commission, now that you've heard on first reading the future land use change, this ordinance is addressing rezoning from commercial district zoning to general industrial zoning. Staff is recommending approval.
Thank you, City Manager Campbell. At this present time, I will open this ordinance 02-2025 to the public for discussion. Any questions from the public tonight in reference to this ordinance? Hearing none. Closes on the public. Return to the commissioners. Commissioner, do you have any questions in reference to ordinance 02-2025?
Yes.
Commissioner King.
Thank you, Mayor. Mr. Manager, after, how many readings would we have to go through before, it's, finalized?
Two.
Two? And after that, how long, would it take for, I guess, the, application for, the positions to be open, that applicants can apply?
I'm unclear. That is a question I will have to ask Glaze Asphalt, the company itself.
Okay.
But before then, I know do you have the answers? All right, there we go.
I can answer just with a rough timeline. After we go through the land use amendment and the rezoning, the second reading, and then we have to submit a proper site plan to the City of South Bay. That would require site plan approval after we've addressed all of staff's comments, including any landscaping, stormwater, et cetera, to make sure that the plant is built as per code. Then we might have to do a building permit for a couple of the on-site structures. Once that's approved, then we can proceed with building the actual plant, and that might take anywhere from 5 to 6 months. During that time, then is when the hiring process, towards the end of the construction process, when we would start looking to hire. So it all depends on how long the site plan process and review takes and when we can actually start. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So the application, hiring process is for the plant, not the building of the plant.
Well, so I think we discussed a couple of different job opportunities. One would be for during the construction process, there's going to be a contracting company who will be building the plant. If they find the need for any local residents who meet the qualifications, they will be open to, apply for jobs with the contracting team. But the actual jobs that South Bay Developers LLC will be for the plant itself once it opens.
Oh.
Yeah.
And those positions are be available to apply on site, or?
Yeah, that should be applied on site. Yeah.
And we will have that information here at City Hall so that we can provide it for our residents.
We can certainly extend the information. Either I can send it to the commissioners or the mayor, or handle it through city manager.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you, Mr. Morales. Thank you, Commissioner King. Any additional question from this commission is for ordinance 02-2025. Here none, I have a motion and a second to move ordinance.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Poe, second by Vice Mayor McKelvin. Any additional question? Here none. Mr. Cotton, call the roll, please.
Commissioner King,
Yes.
Commissioner Polk,
Yes.
Commissioner Barry,
Yes.
Vice Mayor McKelvin.
Yes.
Mayor Cowes.
Yes, thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, Ms. Collins, passed by all commissioners. Thank you, Mr. Morales. And thank you for being here tonight,
Yes.
sir. And, letting us know precisely what this asphalt going to consist of. This asphalt is coming to the city of South Bay. We do appreciate you, sir. And when you leave here, make sure you have a safe trip back home, sir. And thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Good. Okay, we'll continue with our agenda for tonight. Rosewater School Report. Mr. Hightower.
Hey, greetings to city officials of South Bay. I come to give you a report from Rosenwald. Happy 2025.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
And I predict that this year will be the best year ever.
Amen.
Yes.
Let's do a testimony here. All
And
right
so
now.
we're in the midst of testing at this moment. So on January the 8th and the 9th, our school will be students will be assessed, and they will be taking the iReady assessment, ELA on the 8th, which is Wednesday, and the 9th is Thursday. October the 7th, which is tomorrow night, we're actually having our first SAC meeting of 2025. Followed by the following Wednesday, we have our annual 40th oratorical program, and Mrs. Lucinaris, who's my behavior specialist, who's the coordinator of the oratorical program, she'll speak brief on that in a few minutes. On the 19th of January, we're having Unity in the Park MLK event hosted by our city officials in South Bay at Tanner Park? Cox Park. At Cox Park. On the 20th of January, which is MLK Day, our drum line, as well as our drill team, will be performing in the MLK Parade in Belglade. Followed by, on the 24th of January, as well as February the 3rd, our drum line, February the 1st, thank you. Our drum line, as well as our drill team, they will be performing at South Florida Fairgrounds. Then we begin the month of February, which is Black History Month. And for Rosenwald, we have a plethora of events and activities in which we will bring to your attention, we will discuss and have communications about in the near future. But also, we're in the midst of testing And so beginning in the month of February, we are preparing our students for their upcoming assessments, which determines if we are a letter grade of an A, B, and C. And so therefore, we will begin tutorial in the month of February. But any questions? If you don't have any questions, I have Ms. Lucinaris come to speak briefly about our oratorical program, our 40th oratorical program this year.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Happy New Year.
2025. So it's my pleasure to coordinate this program again. This is my 5th year. Next Wednesday, 5:30, we invite you to Rosemont Elementary School for the 40th annual Dr. MLK Jr. Oratorical Contest. So the theme for this year, which is a very special year, so that you will be ready, is finding hope like Dr. King, staying strong in hard times. We don't know what 2025 is going to bring, but there are going to be some challenges, for sure. The event will also be virtual for those of you who cannot make it. There will be a link sent out to the schools and sent home with the kids to share with you so that you can watch it as well if you can't be, again, on site. Just to give you a little highlights of what the categories might be, what you might be hearing from the kids. And each year we try to make it very competitive. We have grades K through 12 who will be participating in all the schools in the Glades area. And for those students who do attend school on the coast, live here, parents work here, they're also eligible to participate. So for grades to K through 2nd, the theme is, or the question is, what can we learn from Dr. King about being kind to everyone, even when it is hard? Grades 3 to 5, Dr. King worked to bring people together. How can we use skills for learning and life, and we refer to that as SLL, that we teach in schools to make a difference in our community? Grade 6 to 8's theme is, even during tough times, Dr. King demonstrated courage by standing up for what he believed in. How can we stand up for unity and hope, especially when people may disagree with us? Grades 9 to 12, Dr. King faced many challenges, however, kept hope alive. In your opinion, please compare and contrast how mental wellness is viewed in your community and how you can be instrumental in breaking the stigma. So as you see, it's going to be a treat. So come out and support the kids, the community, and Rosemont Elementary School, sponsored by City of South Bay, Dr. Barry, and of course, Rosemont is hosting. Thank you, Mr. Hightower, for that as well. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
What's the prize for first, second, and third?
Well, I don't know that yet.
To be announced.
I don't know that she holds the key.
To be announced.
To be discussed later, I'm sure,
To be
right?
determined.
Unless you want to say it.
You
now.
got it. At this time, I would like to commend the leadership, Rosenwald Elementary School, and the team that organized and set up the questions, as well as the ability to adapt to changes and to use prior experiences, lessons, to frame what we're doing this year. So I commend your team and your leadership. Thank you, thank you. I hope I'm not calling Rosenwald too often, but that's my heart. Thank you.
He enjoyed talking to you.
Thank you, Dr. Barry. Thank you, Mr. Hightower. Come on up, sir.
May I also add, and I would be remiss for saying this, that in the first week of February, our safety patrols are traveling to DC.
Yes.
Now it's a bit of a challenge because I remember when I was a safety patrol and I traveled to DC, it was only $500, but now the amount has doubled to like almost triple. It's almost like $1,200 per student.
That's right.
And so it's a bit of a challenge to try to get all of our 5th graders to attend a trip of a lifetime by them attending the trip to DC. And so therefore, Any donations, any monetary assistance, support will greatly be appreciated, not only by our students, but definitely by our school and by the community of South Bay. If we can have some support to get all of our students to attend this year's Washington D.C. Safe Patrol field trip. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We do
Mr.
appreciate it.
Hightower, I know you, excuse me, Mr. Mayor.
Go ahead, Commissioner Barry.
I know you've reached out to businesses
Yes.
and you have received those kinds of support. What have you reached out to churches as well?
I haven't reached out to churches, but I will reach out to churches this week, this Sunday.
Excellent.
And I attend a couple of churches and
Excellent.
and make my presence felt.
Because we are grounded in the word, in faith, and hard work, right?
Amen.
Amen. So we got this go. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
All right.
Mr. Hightower. Thank you, Commissioner Barry. And thank you. You know, I encourage each and every one of you all, if you can, if you're not doing anything, please go out.
Yes.
You'll be amazed about the talent that these young people have.
Oh, that's
You know, I was
correct.
very thrilled
And
last
the
year when I went
coaches,
there,
the
and
teachers.
every year I go there at the Rose Elementary School Art Talk contest. I have a wonderful time. So I encourage each and every one. If you don't have nothing on your schedule, see as a possibility you can put that on your schedule, please. We'll continue with the financial report. I know Commissioner Barry said that you want to table the financial report. May I have a motion and a second to table the report?
We on a roll tonight. May I have some? We only have a few. I just need to meet with the group.
Do you want to table? You want to table this? Okay,
A
well, I have a motion. Yes.
to table.
Second.
Okay.
Okay, I have a motion by Commissioner Barry to table the financial report and a second by Vice Mayor
It will be on the
McKelvin.
next
In
agenda.
reference to that, any question in reference to table this report? Here none, Mr. Cotton, call the roll, please.
Commissioner King,
Yes.
Commissioner Polk,
Yes.
Commissioner Barry,
Yes.
Vice Mayor McKelvin.
Yes.
Mayor Collins.
Yes, thank you, Commissioner, and thank you, Mr. Collins, and thank you, Commissioner Barry. It passes by all five of the commissioners to table the financial report. City clerk's report.
None, sir.
All right. City manager's report.
No report.
Thank you. City attorney's report.
No report.
Oh, thank you. Future agenda items. Commissioner Barry, you want to mention something in the future agenda item?
Have we received the paperwork from the from the state regarding the appropriations requests? Have we received any documentation from the state?
Yes, ma'am, we do have the form.
And have we submitted the documentation?
No, ma'am. No
And
forms
what-
were submitted nor completed until the commission heard the resolution presented tonight.
Okay. In addition to that, when is the first meeting scheduled for a time to meet with the legislators? Is March or February?
I haven't received, I know that they have a committee weeks coming up in January and February.
Okay.
I haven't received an actual invitation or confirmed date for a meeting. I am anticipating one with our new representative in the House, on the House side. I cannot call her name right now. It eludes me. We've had to reschedule several times with meeting with her just from her travel schedule, her schedule. But I don't have a date to meet with her as of yet. We've had a virtual meeting with Senator Berman's office, and Senator Berman has committed to sponsoring our priorities. But we do need to have a meeting with the new House member that's of the area, and we haven't confirmed that date yet.
Okay. Have you met with Mr. Connors regarding the priorities, or we will meet with him?
Mr. Connors and I we've held conversations regarding the priorities, but he also knows that nothing was to be done with those items until the commission heard it tonight.
Okay. And we have Palm Beach County Day is in March, is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, we don't have a date certain for that because I know planning is important.
There's a date certain for Palm Beach County Day.
Oh. Okay,
March 4th.
March 4th, we can plan ahead for that.
And when you're saying
Transportation.
plane, transportation and attendance, yes.
That's March 4th.
Yes.
Yes, Palm Beach, travel dates for Palm Beach Day is scheduled for March 3rd through the 6th.
3rd through 6th. Okay. Have we met with any members, well, with our representative from the county in terms of coordinating some of our efforts in submission of our plan, our priorities, or is that a part of what we like to do?
I actually have a meeting in the morning with the Palm Beach County Legislative Delegation. We have a meeting in the morning scheduled with the delegation.
What time, please?
It's 9 a.m.
Where, please?
Kaiser University on Military Trail.
Okay. Oh, do we have anybody going to that meeting other than the manager and the mayor? Oh, no. Oh, yes.
Do we have?
Any?
No.
No travel? Okay, good. All right. With that said, thank you so very much for the update.
Great, thank you. Appreciate it, Commissioner. At this present time, from the Palm Beach County Fire Department or the Sheriff Department, do you have anything that you'd like to say tonight? Thank you. No. Thank you, and thank you all, and then Happy New Year to you all as well. Thanks.
Mr. Mayor, before you continue, I want to go back to the legislative conversation and pulling those dates. Currently, right now, the mayor and the manager is scheduled to be in DC. It's February 3rd through the 5th. I know that also coincides with the commission meeting date on February 4th. The mayor would be calling in if we're having that second reading of the ordinance. More than likely, the manager would be present for that meeting on February 4th. So I may have to make some changes, Mr. Mayor, considering the second reading is going to take place on that ordinance. But March 3rd through the 6th is Palm Beach Day, and March 8th through the 13th is the National League of Cities federal legislative calendar, which will be taking place. So the planning is underway for Palm Beach Day. I do believe that every commissioner has been registered, or we've made Palm Beach County, we've alerted them that they all will be attending. Now, how you're traveling there, that part has not been discussed with any of the commissioners. Most of the commissioners do drive, and we just prepare travel at that time, but we will get housing all secured for Palm Beach County Day in March. So that will be underway. So the clerk would reach out to the commission for that time period just to ensure all that is happening and that is covered. So, but the planning is underway.
With that said, Mr. Mayor, may I?
Yes.
You know I'm going to do it
Go ahead,
anyway.
Commissioner Barry.
But I appreciate the way you provided that update to include in case there are any changes. This is how we will accommodate those changes. This is how we facilitate the budgeting in terms of travel. Because we have vehicles that maybe we can carpool together. And maybe we can all go in one or two vehicles. I know, I see the head shaking. But think about how we can maximize the dollars, maximize efficiency. But I know everybody likes their own vehicle, their own time, their own space. But seriously, we have several vehicles, brand new, almost new, that we can use and travel together. That's called networking. That's called cost effectiveness. But I'm not asking you to agree. I know you have to go by yourself. I'm only saying consider options. So I appreciate the way you address that.
Thank you, Commissioner Berry.
Thank
We do
you so
appreciate it.
much.
Thank you. Before we move with the commission report, Ms. Bryant, do you have anything that you want to say? All right, thank you.
Please.
I wasn't overlooking you, but thank you tonight.
Thank
At this present time, we have the Commissioner Good for the Order, Commissioner King.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Want to wish everybody a happy 2025. Glad to see you guys. Haven't seen y'all in a whole year. So wonderful to see you again, and looking forward to an amazing 2025. Want to acknowledge the city staff for everything that they have been doing for our city. Our state attorney for doing an amazing job, and meeting her new assistant, Miss Baker, representing our Representative Berman, Chief and Sergeant. Thank you guys for everything that y'all do to keep our community and our residents safe. Everything that y'all do is just very, very appreciative. Residents, thank you all for coming out, taking part in our city government. Appreciate you. Keep coming. Tell your neighbors. Tell a relative. Bring them out next time. So, that being said, I want to say that I love you all, and there's nothing you can do about it. Until next time, hey, peace out.
Thank you, Commissioner King. Commissioner Poe.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I did with the words of Commissioner King. Thank you, residents, for coming out. Again, Happy New Year's to everyone. Just a few notes that I did want to make mention of. We all know on the 29th of December, there was a very tragic car accident that took place right here on 27 South 27. There was some fatalities.
Yes.
And so two of the young men, one of which family resides here in the city of South Bay, Southwest 5th Avenue. And so those services have been set for the viewing is going to be two boys, Mr. Damian Jones and also Mr. Logan Johnson. It's going to be a dual memorial and funeral service. The viewing will be on Friday evening at the Las Palmas Event Center, here where they do the rodeo.
Yes.
From 5 until 7.
Okay.
And then the service will be in the Boys and Girls Club Gymnasium off of Southwest 12th Street in Belgrade. Just asking us, let's just continue to keep those families lifted up in our prayers.
Yes.
Of course, it's so tragic. 24 years old, one of the young men, and that's on some heavier news, but on some lighter news, today we made history here in Palm Beach County. So I want to congratulate our new state attorney, Miss Alexia Cox. She is the first woman and first Black person to serve as the Palm Beach County state attorney. And so we want to congratulate her on tonight on behalf of City of South Bay. And I know that she was very interested in the things that we wanted in South Bay. She came and met with us, the mayor, manager. I know I attended several meetings in this chamber where she came to just see what were some of the things we were interested in as she went towards that position. So congratulations, Alexia. And I'm sure the mayor will probably give us an update, if not tonight, sometime about the Lakeside Medical Center. Okay.
Yes.
So with that being said, good night, my colleagues. Bless you. To all the residents, stakeholders, good night. Happy New Year's.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Commissioner Pope. Thank you for that information, sir, and thank you for that update as well. Commissioner Berry.
Yes, I am in the season of measuring my words. A measurement of the word means that you take time to reflect and you take time to deliver, because you are not just listening, you are what? presenting that image. With that said, my focus always been 2025 on policy, direction, infrastructure, emergency center, and public health and safety. And that includes the medical piece. So my policy direction, Mr. Manager, I'm gonna say it again. Infrastructure. What was number 2? What was number 2? No, number 2. The policy is the direction, the practice. Number 1, infrastructure. Number 2, emergency center. And what was number 3? Policy. So as I direct this city and guide my thoughts, I'm focusing on those things. What? Number 1, infrastructure. That means waterways, that means roadways, that is it, infrastructure. And number 2, focusing on what? Emergency, yes we do. And number 3, public health, safety, and that includes the mental piece, and it also includes the spiritual piece. We have more churches in our community go in on Sunday, come out on Sunday, and I wonder what happens on Monday. What the happened? What happened? What happened? Because I'm only saying this because we need the total, we need the churches. As we reach out, we need this. We need that inspiration. We need that guidance. And I know Vice Mayor here, she just pulling on my muscle, but that's okay. Because 3 things: policy, infrastructure, emergency center, mental health, public health and safety, service. That's why I'm here, to serve. And of course, my audit selection committee. Thank you. It's all good. It's all good. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Commissioner Barrow.
Policy.
Appreciate that.
Amen.
All right.
I know.
Thank you.
I know. Uh-huh.
Vice Mayor McKelvin.
Take up off. I know. It's hard to follow up behind Dr. Berry, but I just want to wish everyone a happy 2025. Just a reminder, on not next Sunday, but on January the 19th, we're having a Unity in the Community at Cox Park from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Please bring your family, bring the kids. We're gonna have different games. We're gonna have different performers. We're gonna have free food for everyone. We're gonna also have some food trucks for if you don't want to eat our food. We're gonna have catered food for you go buy you some food from the food truck. We're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be our 3rd annual Unity in the Community event, and we're gonna make it bigger and bigger and better each and every year.
And it's open up for the Tri-Cities, correct?
Yes, it's open up to anyone, everybody to come.
Anybody.
So please come out and let's have some fun and celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in the city of South Lake.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Mayor, and thank you, Commissioner, for your comments tonight. Today at City of Belgrade, we met the 3 mayors. Well, actually, the 3 mayors, the 3 city manager, Miss Abbott, who worked for Health Cap District in reference to Lakeside Hospital. And she expressed to us the problem that we're having is no partner, is no merger, or nothing of that nature. Lakeside will remain in the city of Belgrade. Lakeside Hospital will not be closing. They're not merging with Tampa General Hospital. They're just trying to bring staff, bring someone in there to run that particular hospital because of what's taking place with the Lakeside Hospital. She stated to us today it costs them over $30 million a year to subsidize Lakeside Hospital from Health Cap District because money's not coming in there, no patient is there. And she stated that they transferred 371 patients from Lakeside to Palm West. 370 patients that was transferred from Lakeside to Palm West. And the reason for that, because due to the fact that you don't have the doctors at Lakeside that you have over in that particular area there. And she also stated that, they get plenty of individuals that come to the emergency center at night, 70 to 90 people come there. But the thing about it, Some just come there to get checked out, see what's going on with them, and then they release those individuals. And the one that they have to keep in that particular hospital, Lakeside Hospital, they have transferred those individuals over to Palm West because they have the doctors over there. Now, they have reached out to numerous of hospitals trying to help them in reference to Lakeside Hospital, and they only had 2 hospitals that really to come in to work with them in reference to Lakeside Hospital, which was, I think it was Memorial Hospital down in Broward County, and Tampa General Hospital that was willing to come in to help them. But by the same token, there was some criteria in reference to Memorial Hospital in Broward County, so Tampa was the one that was willing to come in to work with them to try to see is it possible they can help to trying to increase that hospital and trying to bring in additional doctors in that particular area at Lakeside Medical Hospital. Also, she stated that our OB, our OB ward in the city in Lakeside Hospital, they probably get 2 or 3 young ladies that come in, have a baby, and that's it, only 2. She's saying that, in order for that unit to continue on at least about 14 to 15 mothers that having babies per month to make sure that unit continue to operate. The 3rd floor at Lakeside Medical Hospital is empty. It's not being utilized at all. Only the 2 floors are being utilized. Although beds up on the 3rd floor is just there, and that's it. They've been trying to attract doctors to come out to the Glaze area there, where that I think it was, they offered $2,000 for them to be on call 24 hours a day, but they're asking for $4,000. That's what they're asking Lakeside, Healthcare District, in reference to them coming on board and trying to make sure they can render service to the patients at Lakeside Medical Hospital. And these are the things that's going on at this present time, and that's the reason that they want to meet with us. But they made it very clear today that they are not merging with no one, they are not partnering with no one. The legislature said that in this rural area that hospital have to be here, Lakeside will remain in the Glaze area here. So these are the things that we talked about today, and also that we're going to do a follow-up meeting as well. In reference to Lakeside Hospital, we'll be meeting with all the commissioners within the Glaze area, and then after we hear from the commissioners, and then we'll have a meeting among the public in order for them to know exactly what's going on with Lakeside Hospital in the Glaze area here. Mr. Cameron, do you have anything that you want to add on to it, sir?
Nothing to add, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
this is an ongoing issue with Lakeside. It didn't start yesterday or last year. Ongoing through the years. I'm quite sure the healthcare district has data available to track where why doctors are not, we cannot recruit them. And if we recruit them, where do they live?
Yes.
What about their families? What about the education? So you're not just recruiting a doctor, you're recruiting a family.
Yes.
So the amenities, this is why it's important, people, to be informed about your services. Healthcare is a taxing entity. Look at your tax bill, it's on there, and ask, what else can we do? Because it's ongoing, it's ongoing. Now, I wonder why they selected Tampa General. They volunteered.
What they stated, I think it was 20
Healthcare
some odd hospital they reached out to
Okay,
to see as a possibility can come in.
okay,
But those are only 2 that were willing to commit in reference to helping them at Lakeside Medical Hospital.
all right.
Yes.
And if you look at the history of the healthcare district and the origin, why is there a need to have this kind of entity in the Glaze to provide the service? Because back in the day, services were not available. And at some point, history, state indicated you need healthcare services for your people.
Yes.
So if you look at where we've come, we have to hold on to what we have.
That's right.
And if you don't, you're gonna lose it.
Right.
Because it takes one step to come in, and then where is it? And I do not want my people saying, what happened?
Right.
So the data must be available.
Well,
I know they
I'm
have
pretty
it.
sure they will.
They will, and needs us- well,
They,
okay, we'll leave that
Commissioner
alone.
Berry, that's one of the things they talked about.
You
trying to
mean
get
by
the-
that? Okay,
They don't
what do you
have,
mean by that?
they don't have place for the doctor to live and to travel. And also in the OB ward, that the doctor
Yes.
that they have in the Glaze area, what he does, he prefer his patients to go to Palm West Hospital.
Sure.
instead of Lakeside Hospital
Okay,
in the
I
Glades
see.
area here. And also they stated that the CEO, she will be retiring the last of this particular month. But the staff member, they would keep all the staff members, staff members would be not, it would be not furloughed, with no staff member be laid off. They will have their job at Lakeside Medical Center. So all those that you probably were worried about whether they have their job, they will have their job at Lakeside Medical Center. And so we're going to continue to get more and more information. It'll go to the ones that serve on the board as well. They're trying to get additional information for them as well. But we encourage those individuals, they know anything in reference to what is taking place at Lakeside, to just bring it back and try to share it with some of the elected officials of what is taking place. All right. Thank you. That was the information that we received today.
Thank you, Mr.
In reference, you're welcome, sir. You're welcome, Commissioner. In reference to Lakeside Medical Hospital. Again, I did over what the Commissioner said. A happy new year to each and every one of you. May God continue to bless you and your family there. Let's continue to just focus on the year 2025 and the things that we would like to have in the city of South Bay and like what we like to bring in the city of South Bay. I don't like to use the word of need. I use the word of what we want. And that's the focus of that's the direction we'll be going in the year 2025 within the city of South Bay. Mr. Riley, thank you. Thank you for your presentation tonight and along with your guests tonight for being here in the city of South Bay. Resident, thank you for being here also. And may God continue to bless you guys. Madam Attorney, thank you. Ms. Jada, thank you. And when you leave him tonight, drive safe on the dangerous highway and hope you make it home safely, to both of you. God bless. Entertainment motion to adjourn.
Move.
Thank you.
Moved by Vice Mayor McKelvin. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Precious. Oh, that was good.